Done, ma'am.
Okay. So I hope everyone is done. So those Amos and Abdul, you joined late. So I'll just explain you what you have to do. But right now we are just starting with the new topic. Okay. So at the end of the class, I'll just explain you these two. Like we only did the third part and this part. Okay. So let's just leave one page. That will be more than enough. And now focus on the new thing. Very important point is here, difference between the current and the capital account. Okay, so first of all, what is the impact? You have to write this and this. Impact on economy of the current account. So it brings change in current level of the national income, but capital account bring the change in the capital stock. It brings change in the national income, but it brings change to the capital stock of the country. Concept, it is a flow concept, and the capital, it is a stock concept. Component, over here, you in current account you include visible trade, invisible trade, unilateral transfer. But capital account you includes borrowing, investment, and foreign exchange reserve. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So we'll quickly write it down. Difference between current and the capital account. Very, very important. If you are lucky enough, you will get a direct question for 3 marks.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Abdul, you are also done?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now coming to, there are two types of items. Okay. One is this autonomous and one is accommodating items. Okay. So first of all, autonomous items. So basically the main motive of autonomous items are economic motives such as profit maximization. Okay. And accommodating items, their main motive is to undertake, to control surplus BOP or deficit BOP. Okay, BOP account. Then effect on BOP. So because of autonomous items, it takes place like both current as well as capital account gets affected. But here only capital account, it takes place only for the capital account. So only capital account is being affected. Another name for autonomous items is above the line items, and accommodating items. Autonomous items are also known as above the line items, and accommodating items are known as below the line items. Dependence, independent of the state of BOP. So over here they don't care what BOP look like, right? But here they care whether the BOP is surplus or the deficit, because I told you they take place to correct surplus or deficit BOP, right? So they are dependent on the state of BOP. State of BOP means like BOP is surplus or deficit, like this. Okay. You will quickly write it down.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, I hope everyone is done, right? So let's just move to the next one, which is basically the last topic of this chapter. So disequilibrium of BOP, right? Disequilibrium means, see, as I told you, your BOP cannot always be on same track, right? It will be either surplus or deficit. So surplus BOP is when payment of the country are less than the receipt, right? The BOP is said to be surplus BOP. In other words, when the inflow of foreign exchange is more than the outflow, BOP is surplus or favorable. Okay. So if you are getting more and more money, then it's always a good thing. But deficit means when your payment of a country are more than the receipt. Whatever you are receiving, your payments are more. That is known as deficit BOP. In other words, when the outflow of the foreign exchange is more than the inflow, the BOP is in deficit. So unfavorable. Clear? So you will write disequilibrium of BOP, surplus and deficit. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay. So now let's just start with the next topic, which is basically the causes of disequilibrium in BOP. Okay. So what are the causes of disequilibrium in BOP? So there are several factors which cause disequilibrium in the BOP. Right. So first is economic factor. So economic factor like imbalance between export and import. It is the main cause of disequilibrium. So for example, you are exporting a lot, but you are not importing, then again it's a problem. If you are importing a lot, but you are not exporting, again a problem. So that's an economic factor. Second economic factor is large scale development expenditure, which cause large imports. So because of this, what you happen, you want to develop your country. So for development, you always need to purchase things from other country, right? So at that time, you will purchase it from the other country, right? So again, your export will rise, but your import will your import will rise, but your export will remain same, right? So again, it will cause either like deficit or the surplus BOP, like this equilibrium in the equilibrium, right? Then third is high domestic prices which lead to import. So for example, if you want to purchase a TV over here in your country, the television is for 20 rupees, right? But in other country it is for 10 rupees. So of course you will purchase it from other country. So again, due to high prices in your own country, people start importing it from some other country. Then cyclic fluctuation there leads to recession and depression, right? So because of that also people purchase from other country. And then new sources of supply and new substitutes. For example, in your country you have the old version of the television, but in other country they are selling the latest technology. So what you will do, you will purchase it from somebody else, right? So again your import will increase, but your export are like that only. So these are the factor which leads to economic factor which leads to disequilibrium in the BOP. Then coming to political factor, so experience shows that political instability and disturbance cause large capital outflow and hinder inflow and the foreign capital. So because of this, see, for example, over here you don't have political stability, lots of riots and lots of problems are being created due to the government and the political people. So what you will do, you will start in your country because there is instability. So nobody will purchase from your country. Everybody will be purchasing from the outside the country. Then social factor like change in fashion taste, like you can see that others are following the latest trend and everything, so you will purchase it from there. Plus high population means, for example, in your country you have 10 television for 10 people, but now your population is 20, but again you have only 10 television. So what now, those 10 people, what they will do, they will purchase it from some other country, right? So these are basically the things which leads to disequilibrium in BOP. Clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, so you will write causes of disequilibrium in BOP, and then you will write first economic factor, okay, then all the factors 1, 2, 3, whatever it is given, then second political factor, and third social factor. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, students. So after this, we have the next topic. Like, okay. So this is what are the measures to control the disequilibrium? It is a little bit like sport, right? Okay, you should do this, you should do that. Like you should so that will help you to see. Now it will become cheaper, right? So it will attract everyone and everyone will come to you and they'll purchase it, right? So this is again. Then exchange control. Government should control the foreign exchange by out among licensed importers. So over here, the control should be with the government because government know when to increase the price and when to decrease the price, right? Then next is depreciation. Depreciation means you will again devaluate the things, right? And when you devaluate something, so what will happen? People will be attracted towards you, like the countries will be attracted towards you, and they will be coming to you and they'll be purchasing things from you. Then reducing inflation. If in your country you already have high prices, then everybody will purchase things from outside. But if you will reduce the prices, then everybody will purchase from your country. Then import restrictions, like there should be some restriction that you cannot import this. Whatever things your country is producing, you will put a restriction over there that okay, these are the things you will not import, these are the things you will only purchase it from your own country. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this will be your homework. You will take the screenshot quickly and this you will do in your homework, okay, like the writing part. So you first take the screenshot for 2. Let me know once done.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, Amos and Abdul.
Oh, you're done.
One second.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Okay, now the last 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Okay, so that's it for like we are done with the chapter. In the next class we'll be starting with the theory chapter, which is your compare like the last chapter, development experience. Okay,